Welcome back to the September 5th, 2020 edition of Pro Wrestling Throwdown. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams. We have our in-studio producer, the mighty Max Fury. And it's time to talk 2 weeks worth of NXT. The biggest story coming out of NXT these last 2 weeks while we were away, Karrion Kross did in fact win the NXT World Heavyweight Championship at TakeOver 30 against Keith Lee. But then on Wednesday, due to a shoulder injury he sustained in the match, had to immediately relinquish the title. What a shame. We had been talking about him being the number one guy this entire time.
Match was fantastic.
Match was incredible. And here we are. We are championless on NXT.
You know what
we are Karrion Krossless on NXT.
You know what I really appreciate?
What's that?
Keith Lee sets a precedent winning both titles.
Yeah.
That he gives up one title.
Yeah. Drops it like in a month later.
He loses a title.
The month after
and then
that,
once he loses the title, it's like, peace, bitches. I'm out.
And then the guy they put the stock into was like,
he's the face of NXT. He's like, Raw.
Peace out. Go to Raw. The face of NXT, William Regal, a decision made considering the fact that we did not have an NXT champion, created the Fatal 4-Way match, which happened this previous week, including, it was a Fatal 4-Way 60-minute Iron Man match, which we'll get into in a minute.
Yep.
Adam Cole, Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano, and the having returned Tommaso Ciampa. I don't understand the need to have had a 4-way Iron Man match. You could have just had it go 60 minutes and come up with some sort of draw finish.
The reason they did the 4-way is so they could do the draw finish and it still makes sense.
I guess. Whatever. Either way, there is no discernible champion. This was
indie-rific.
Super indie-rific. The NXT World Championship will be decided this week in a match between Adam Cole and the Prince Finn Balor. And my prediction has always been that Finn Balor was going to become the new leader of the Undisputed Era. And by God, it had better happen Wednesday.
We know. You talk about it all the time.
Speaking of other shit we call...
Well, first off, 2 former leaders of the Bullet Club.
Yeah. And who was the one who replaced Adam Cole as the leader of the Bullet Club? Finn Balor.
No.
Yes.
You got that backwards.
No.
Finn Balor was the original leader of the Bullet Club.
I thought AJ Styles replaced Finn Balor as the leader of the Bullet Club.
AJ come in and as Cole was leaving. And it's all over that documentary I watched.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
Well, then that would be a great revenge tactic for Finn Balor.
It would. And the story will sell itself perfectly. I'm excited. Adam Cole and Finn Balor, first off, even if there wasn't a title on the line, is must-see TV.
Well, and
Wade Barrett.
Here's the weird part. Tommaso coming back, Tommaso's the most like Karrion Kross in that if they had anything planned that was going to specifically be for Karrion Kross, they could have done it with Tommaso Ciampa. Like, that's what I thought immediately when I saw it. So the fact that they didn't immediately put the belt on Ciampa makes it very interesting.
I just had an epiphany.
I mean, you should have said apostrophe and then I could finish this joke.
No, like legit.
Okay, let's hear it.
Wade Barrett just come back.
Yeah.
We have a group on TV with a bunch of masks named Retribution.
Yeah. You think
it's the Nexus?
No.
Do you think that he could be the leader of it, though?
No.
You don't think?
No, I don't think that's his bag.
Write it down.
I am a little upset, though, that we didn't get the Nexus reunion that they promised.
Did you see Bray Wyatt's tweet to him? And he was like,
that Nexus
thing, and he was like, only if I can be the leader still. Fantastic. But no, like we said, Bullet Club and all that. But yes, you're correct. We did call something else, didn't we?
Breezango are now the NXT World Tag Team Champions, and thank God for that.
About time.
We have waited and waited and waited, and what's interesting was originally planned at TakeOver was the 3-way tag match, Breezango versus Birch and Morgan versus Phantasmo, and that didn't happen at the pay-per-view.
No.
It immediately went to the following NXT.
Yeah.
And Breezango won there.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with all of this.
So I say, since we both called Breezango for TakeOver, it doesn't matter, it's an NXT event.
It's an NXT event.
I was going to give us...
You trying to earn more points?
We're tied now. We got to get into that
we'll
here in a little while.
We'll talk about that later, but yeah, no, won the titles. How many years? 10 years? 11 years?
Yeah, something to that effect, like an inordinate amount of time to be champions and not have featured as tag team champions.
About time.
Yeah.
talk about somebody pulling the trigger on something too late.
Yeah. Timothy Thatcher picked up another win between the last 2 weeks.
I like Timothy Thatcher.
I love me some Timothy Thatcher.
Him and Balor's match was fantastic.
It was the match of the night at TakeOver 30, in my opinion. Match of the night.
It was up there.
So good. What else did we talk about? Rhea Ripley and Mercedes Martinez headed to a steel cage match down the line. Yep. Their feud is really intensifying. It's kind of cool to see. I think Martinez is a believable heel and a believable buffer for Rhea Ripley.
Yes, the size and experience alone. Yes.
Yeah. What else did we have? I know we had one more thing, did we not?
For NXT?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. There really hasn't been much because NXT was moved a certain way.
Yeah.
The title match wasn't... We kind of found it weird that the week before TakeOver that Karrion Kross nor Keith Lee were even on the show.
Yeah.
It's basically
Shotzi
been nothing
Blackheart
but
was
a
in a couple
build-up.
of matches. Tegan Knox wrestled 1 week. Other than that, the Fatal 4-Way, Karrion Kross dropping the belts.
Pretty much it.
That's the big news coming out of NXT these last 2 weeks.
Other than, of course, we covered in the news earlier
Morrow,
about the ratings and all that
Morrow
stuff.
having walked away.
Oh, Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett returning to the WWE part of his announced team. Nigel McGuinness was announced to, should have covered this in the news, but since we're talking about NXT, Nigel McGuinness is going to return to NXT UK as a commentator.
I think it counts.
Yeah.
Because it is NXT.
Because it's an NXT topic, and we got to fill up some time.
And when that starts back up, we'll have to split this time between the two.
Yeah. And the only thing I give a shit about is Walter.
I don't know if
Walter, baby.
It depends on what talent's going to be able to stay and what talent's going to be able, not going to be able to stay.
True.
Over there because they like touching people over there apparently. Walter definitely. I'm interested in seeing Trent Seven. I've always been a big Trent Seven
Tyler
fan.
Bate. One of my big fit. Pete Dunne, by God, bring me back the bruiserweight. Miss him a lot.
Oh man, Pete Dunne. Yeah,
I know.
If anybody should have already been called up, it's Pete Dunne.
I am a little disappointed that right before the pandemic hit, we were on our way to Finn Balor versus Walter for the NXT UK title. Hopefully, if the NXT UK brand does reestablish itself and we're up and moving, we can get back on track for that.
Or if, for some unforeseen reason that they can't get back off the ground, unify the titles.
Not yet, but soon.
But what I'm saying is you could unify the titles.
Maybe Finn Balor.
Finn Balor defending the title against Walter defending the title.
Maybe Finn Balor will be the next double champion, NXT UK champion and NXT champion.
I'd be alright with it.
Of course, then he's going to drop the UK title. He's going to drop the world title.
When was the last time Walter defended the title?
Hey, don't you talk about
that. I'm just being honest.
No, I agree.
Pete Dunne held the title for almost 2 years.
That's true. He did. You remember Pop Quiz? Who was the inaugural NXT UK champion?
The inaugural UK champion?
NXT UK champion. First.
Tyler Bate.
Good answer.
The best match in the past 10 years was from Chicago, NXT TakeOver. Him and Pete Dunne was fantastic.
My man.
Still to this day.
Agreed. Love that match. Guys,
yeah.
That's it. That's all we got to talk about for NXT. Let us know what you thought about NXT in the comments below. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. We got coming up right now 2 weeks of Impact.
Like and subscribe.
I'm sorry. No. I'm going to take that back. We have 2 weeks of AEW Dynamite.
See?
Impact's
He
last.
knows things.
NXT leads into AEW. 2 weeks of AEW coming right at you.
One of us.